Okay, so you just had your past life regression.
I did, and mine was deeply, deeply profound and deeply, deeply emotional. Last night I set this intention of grace. I've always sort of set things, and I'm not set, but communicated and heard things, etc. But last night I gave a very strong message. It was I was now ready to completely and utterly go wherever I needed to be, completely do 100%. I do things and I follow things, yes, but this time I was completely letting whatever needed to come through in whatever way, letting go completely and can be a complete conduit for whatever. Taking everything away, I'll just hear what I'm supposed to be for it now, done, ready. So I've been feeling like for the last little bit that my life has just begun, like I've actually, I'm not necessarily not cleared and whatever, but maybe come to understanding of some of the disconnected things that I've had and become a sense of comfort with it. And that it's not been what I thought it was being, which is all great. It's really great. It's just I've just been different to what I thought I was, which is all great. So my past life was, and I've always felt like some way in my life that I'll be but somehow working with the ley lines and the sacred lines of the earth. I'm not really sure how, and I just sort of come together. Anyway, so when you first took us, I was just ready just to burst into tears. I was just full of so much emotion, so much. But it was a beautiful emotion. I was just, when I think about it now, I was just so overwhelmed. Overwhelmed and just like I was given such a gift.
Good.
Anyway, so I started off.
Tissues.
I started off on a boat in, I think it was Finland. I think it was like 1700s. Thank you. And I'm hanging upside down, and this is like it's going to be the last part of my life. So I'm hanging upside down, and I'm actually a whale in a whale's body.
Wow.
And looking down at the humans, and I'm communicating with them, and I'm communicating with my family out in the ocean. And it's just about pure love and trying to communicate with those around me about this love and this frequency and this sound. And like I'm about 100, I feel like I'm 100 years old. That's the age when you asked me. But there was an important lesson, and that was about just sort of, that time was the humans were sort of ready to be reconfigured and just brought to a different awareness of what was going on, have that connection. Like I had these most amazing eyes. I was in my body, but I could also have these like huge, gentle, beautiful eyes. I was looking in my eyes and I was looking out of my eyes at the same time. But I was sort of projecting love to people around the boat, and there was one man in particular who was sort of close to me and he could feel something. So I felt like, that was a beginning. And my family around were feeling me, and that was just nice. I had blood dripping from my body, but that was not relevant because I decided to do this. Anyway, we went back, and then another stage, I was in the water, and I was feeling like what it was like to be, when you took us to another spot, what it would be like to be in the water, and the vibration and the lightness and communicating with each other. And that was about sound and frequency and interdimensional communication, and that's what it's about for me now. Is tapping into that, sort of realigning with that, and being reconfigured and rewiring in my body to be, my sound is now going to be opened more and tuned in different, and I'm ready to hear properly. And the next scene we went to, I was about 59 years, that's 59 popped in my head, and I decided to be beached on land. And that was the same thing, was to bring the energy of those grids in the water to then on the land, and to communicate with the people and try to get some sort of understanding and to bring it into their being. So it was about a communication as well. But I sort of felt like in hindsight when I was writing about it before, that it was sort of like that life, that whatever that represented was from the other side, whereas this lifetime is from this side. It's a human aspect. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the realignment and that communication, and bring it to that next time, because the time is now. But also that sort of like an interdimensional sort of time travel of grid communication. And I've got to write so much more about it to get more clarity about it. But I feel like I've just been worked on and rewired, and it's just going to happen, and I just will be travelling, and I've just got to listen and go with it. How that's supposed to be, but yeah.
Wow.
It was very powerful, and I'm probably not really getting it across. I haven't even read what I've written, but
Yeah.
it was very, very emotional. I just felt like I was given such a huge gift, and it was like my whole life made sense, even though I'm not really explaining it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, it's not about explaining it, it's about what you got.
No, and I feel like that I was just blessed to be here for you to guide me through that, because I was in this time and space that I was ready for it, as we all know that.
Well,
yeah,
that's your soul
that's
contract.
what I was drawn to. So thank you.
Your soul contract did it, so well done.
No, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we had a soul contract together.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, Trace, for yesterday for taking me to the.
So have you had any encounters with whales?
Well, when I was at Byron not long ago, because we go there regularly. I like to walk at the lighthouse really early before it's sunrise. I was walking along by myself. It was dark because no one else was on the beach at the stage, and I heard this noise, and it sounded like a dog. Looked around, and there's this whale next to me, really close to the water, and it's speaking to me. Yeah, and then I've had other experiences where last year I was having these experiences where I was just closing my eyes, and I was a woman. I was like a Lemurian woman, but I was also a dolphin. I was two aspects, and I would merge and go to underground portals, and I was doing all sorts of stuff. And the interesting thing was with that, all these visions, and you had these things that happen, and then I saw Lynn not long after, and she drew exactly and spoke about what was happening to me.
Wow.
And it was just this lovely confirmation. I don't think you need confirmation. It's lovely to have, and she showed, and it was like, this is exactly what's been going on. She said, yes, because that's